Hello, my lovely water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So, I don't know, I just had this feeling that I wanted to do a little reading. I felt called to do a reading that had to do with, who you guys are dealing with this month and some energies and advice on how to handle that person. This could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be your wife, your husband. I don't know. I normally do love readings, so I'm going to assume this is probably going to be for somebody that you're with or interested in. And I do apologize for my nails. They're kind of a wreck, but I felt like getting them out. But I've been doing gardening work. Woo! I'm a gardener, kind of. I kill things that are like in my house and on my porch and the pots. That's not so good, but I can make my art look pretty. Other than that, I'm working on it though. I don't mean to kill things, so please don't say that I'm like a serial killer of pots and plants and pots, whatever. But it just happens, But I'm a work in progress, and I'm trying to get better at the whole gardening thing. Anyways, so yeah, so that's why I look a mess, but I'm clean. Just didn't have time to do my nails done before I felt like I needed to do this reading for you. If this resonates for you guys, you can email me at dawnsdivinetarot@gmail.com, and I can get you set up with a personal reading so you can get more clarity. All right, so this isn't supposed to be long, so let's get started. So for our water signs for the month of April, who are they dealing with? Who are our water signs dealing with? Okay, Seven of Swords. Anyone dealing with a liar or cheater? A liar or a cheater? Why can't I talk? Maybe somebody's not communicating with you. They've snuck away. Not good communication. It's the kind of vibe I'm picking up on right now, because I'm not feeling really great communicating with you, even though I was called to do this reading, so I felt fine earlier. And now that I've started, I'm feeling a little weird. Yeah, you could definitely be dealing with somebody who's not being honest. They're not communicating with how they feel, whether it's that they love you or that they don't love you anymore. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, with a star card, dealing with a twin, dealing with a soulmate, dealing with somebody who's your dreams. But there's a lack of communication between you guys right now. There's not anyone talking. You guys might be stalking each other's Facebook pages and Instagram and Snapchat and whatever else you people do online. I do those things too online. Not stalk, but I have social media. Anyway, but this person or you, if you're doing it, you're doing it outside of a relationship. Like one of you is married or in a partnership, because it's not good. So that's who you're dealing with. Yeah, intense. Whew. Definitely a soulmate. Six of Cups was somebody. Six of Cups was on the bottom. This is someone who, you've had lifetimes together. Young, old, you've experienced all the cycles, the water going through. Okay. Let's see. Energies and advice surrounding this very confusing situation for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What do they do with this person? Okay, trust. Trust that Spirit has your back in this matter. Trust that they're working in your best favor. Have faith in something. It's such a weird combination, because you have like this person who you're dealing with who's lying to somebody. They're either lying to you or they're lying to their partner. It could be that they're lying about how they feel. Definitely a lack of communication right now. So you guys might not even be speaking like at all. But Spirit is saying, just have faith. This is the way it's supposed to be right now. Maybe you're not supposed to be together right now. Maybe it's supposed to be hard right now. You are going through a learning experience. You're teaching each other something. You're pushing each other deeper into your heart space. Maybe you're communicating like in dreams, or especially with the star card here. So even if you're not communicating like through texting or talking or whatever, I feel like you're still learning from each other. You're still, you know, this experience is hard, but it is for a purpose, okay? And it could be that you're dealing with somebody who teaches, but yeah, usually this has to do with, you know, this is just you're learning something about this, and they're learning something about relationships, about each other, even if you aren't really talking. It could be that you're healing, and this is, you know, just pushing you on a whole nother level spiritually. Energies and advice surrounding this person. It's weird because I see that you clearly are attached to somebody in a very loving, spiritual way, but you're not talking. Why aren't you talking? Totally because somebody is probably in a relationship with somebody else, but... Or maybe somebody is just very prideful and they're not going to give in. Blossom. Man, lots of major arcana energy. So you've got 3 major arcana cards. In this deck, the black borders are major arcana cards. You've got 3 here. You know, you're coming into a new cycle. You know, it's almost springtime. You're really blossoming, growing. Perhaps you are gardening. This can definitely talk about gardening, like, which is weird because I brought that up earlier. But it can talk about, you know, you bringing things into fruition, growing things. It can be in the earth. It could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But it also talks about you blossoming spiritually, growing. Going back to this idea of a lot of self-love that helps you just come into your own, you know, working on you. Because you guys aren't talking right now. You're learning something about this experience, though. You're trusting and having faith that it will be okay. But this whole experience really is, it really is changing you, and it's not a bad thing. Even though it seems like this connection that you guys have is not great, but it's really helping you spiritually. Which is, I know, sounds unusual, right? But there is something. This connection that you guys have is, you know, intense. But you know, relationships do require all that nurturing. So if for some reason you guys can't nurture this relationship into being right now, you have to focus that nurturing and love on yourself. Okay? Anything is possible, though, when you love yourself. I kind of feel like pulling one card, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to pull one more. Move. Another major arcana card. Ooh. Almost feels like you're in separation with this person that you are in love with, because we have all this major arcana cards. This is like a really intense, super intense. Move card talks about making a movement, trying to make things happen after they've been stagnant, working together to communicate. So you might have to make the first move if you guys aren't speaking, or it's also possible you need to move away from this relationship or another relationship. Like, what I mean is, you know, if you're the one who is, if you're dealing with somebody who's in a relationship, it's possible you need to move away from them for a while and concentrate on you. But I also feel like if you make a movement toward them and tell them how you feel, you'll have some healing taking place, whether or not it brings you guys together or not. The ramblings of my tarot read. I'm very sorry. I'm just listening to everything that I'm hearing. Yeah, I mean, for some reason this separation is important, though. It's really helping you grow spiritually. You may even be pushed into an awakening because of this. I think you guys are going to be apart for a little bit, though, but I don't think, but you're not apart at the same time. You're totally connected. It's like you're always connected to each other, but you're not together right now. It's so weird. Okay. I kind of feel like this has to do with those of you that are in separation with a soulmate or a twin. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Woo! Definitely a soulmate. That popped out, but I wasn't ready. It came out with a few others. Release your ex. The time has come to clean your energy. Yeah, so for you guys, it is time to go ahead and let them go. Doesn't mean you have to let them go forever, but right now you're not meant to be. And that's okay. You know, just because we give up hope, we're not really giving up hope. Let me rephrase that. Just because we give up going after that relationship or pursuing that person doesn't mean that we're giving up hope. It just means that we understand that the time is not for now. The time isn't now, you know. It might be that later you guys can come back together, especially with this connection that you guys have. It's a beautiful connection, you know. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You know, this card takes me back and reminds me of self-love. You know, it kind of goes to that Blossom card. Love yourself. You know, enjoy the things around you that you have. If you're dealing with a twin flame and it's not working out and you guys are in separation and it's really hard, but you're having to release them right now because they're in a karmic relationship or a soulmate relationship, or maybe they just are just running. I don't know. But, you know, this talks about self-love, you know. Self-preservation, loving yourself, knowing that you can't deal with them right now because it hurts too much, because they aren't available to give you what you really deserve. So you have to give that to yourself, you know. Raise your vibration. And then we have separation, which fell out right by attraction. So yeah, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And then we have, again, soulmate on the bottom. You know, you guys are going through a separation period with an intense connection, and it does hurt, but it will get better. You know, there are lots of videos on YouTube on how to, you know, how to help release relationships that aren't working. But it's hard if it's your twin, because you can't really ever let them go. Like, you just can't. They're always connected to you. That doesn't mean that you got to be in a relationship with them or put up with their bullshit or whatever. Like, you don't need to do that at all, especially if they're in a relationship. However, you know, you can always love them and care about them from afar and just work on yourself. Understand that the time isn't right. But you guys are definitely in a period of, yeah, separation, at least for now. Does not mean forever. All right. Much love to you, water signs. Email me, dawnsdivinetarot@gmail.com if you want clarity. Okay, bye.